Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, once again with another one of our Sorare videos. Today, we are looking at a beautiful day in terms of the Sorare for me personally, because today we finally got our first actual rewards. Nothing that has to do with common items, actual rewards of players that are worth something. So, really excited about this one. If you are playing Sorare, please let me know in the comments down below who you guys got in your rewards. I am so into this now, and I want to know everyone's rewards. So let me know in the comments down below. That'd be pretty helpful for basically helping my addiction of Sorare right now. But as always, guys, if you do want to play Sorare, please make sure to use the link in the description down below. That way you get a free limited item, and so do I. Once you have picked up 5 items, we have now 14 people who have completed the referral. If we get 16 more people, we will get ourselves a unique item, which I will probably hold on forever, unless, yeah, we'll see. I'll see what happens, but I'm just very excited about that moment to come around. As always, guys, Sorare videos and generally crypto gaming type videos, please make sure to do your own research on everything that has to do with crypto in general, not just Sorare itself. As always, be very critical before you jump into anything. And yeah, this video is no financial advice in any way. But I want to start off today's video straight away with the rewards from game week 234, 234. I hope you guys will enjoy that. And after that, I'll be right back with you back over here and doing some lineup building for game week 236. So let's dive right into it. We got 61st in the Challenger Europe with this beautiful team. We put in somewhat a Trabzon stack. Got really unlucky. Could have podiumed, really, if Edin Visca played. He just recently transferred to Trabzon and wasn't registered yet. But with a DNP, we still managed to get top 100, which I'm really happy about, which actually will give us a limited, a tier 2 limited. And that could be anyone in here. Now, I do wonder who it's going to be. Ideally, I would love someone that's young. So anyone that's like under 23 is very much welcome. This one I personally would love to have, for example. Sadilek seems like a good player who I personally have been thinking about, like in terms of like picking up as a rare as well. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's claim our rewards. Your boy has done his best. 61st Challenger Europe, AllStar Rare, 1113th. Did manage to get myself the ETH threshold due to Theo Hernandez's amazing performance, and had a DNP in there, which I'm very happy everything still worked out there. My first ever ETH threshold. Champion Europe Limited. Didn't get as lucky as you guys can clearly tell. Marcelo Brozovic, the only top performer. Kunde got injured. Bono was out for AFCON. AllStar Limited had a bunch of stinkers. Jiku, Marco Reus, Costa, all terrible. The Villarreal boys did perform, and the casual common, we'll see what happens there. But here it goes. What is it going to be? Ooh, 23 years old. Twente. Twente is not too bad. Ramis Seruki. Okay, we're going to take a look at him in a second. That's my first ever reward in terms of like a player. So I'm really happy to see this. Hopefully he's a starter. That would make him very valuable. Then we get the 0.02 ETH, which currently totals to about 50 euros, which is lovely. And we get a tier 1 common, a goalkeeper. Where does he play? Does he play in Russia? I can't tell what team that is personally, but that is it. Those are my rewards. Now, let's take a look at him. Where does this guy play? Oh, yes! He's a starter by the looks of things. Let's go. How much do you go for right now, pal? He's an under 23 at the moment. So he currently goes for around 46 euros. Let's say about 40 if I wanted to quick sell him right now. But that is not something I am interested in. So let me type this man's name into Sorare data. And let's see what he's about. Under 23. Let's go. He only has under 23s this season. That's what he has left. His price here in terms of limited, we can take a look at it here. Ooh, has had a massive spike right there. Probably right around where he had that 80 game. And yeah, he's still holding himself up nicely. Looks like he is starting now. I mean, somewhat consistent in terms of like being above the 40s at least. but lately he has been picking up his performances. Now, Twente, let me take a look at Twente real quick. How are they looking at the moment? I had a player there, which I sold. It was a rare Oosterwolde. Twente is 6th in the league, 32 years old, 32 points there. And their best performers, Van Wolfswinkel, Sadlek, Proper, Hilgers. Is our guy in there somewhere or not? He's in there. He got player of the match once. He's like the 7th best in terms of average score for Twente at the moment, which kind of tells me that the boy is going to be a starter. Lovely. He's at AFCON. Ooh, yes, he is. Well, that's interesting because I did need some players for AFCON. I did not see that. Thank you very much, chat, for helping me there. Zerouki is out for AFCON. I could use him in the weekly competition. That's going to be good. So now that you guys have seen our rewards, I hope you're just as happy as I am. For the first time, we get ourselves a limited item, and immediately it is a player that is playing, first of all, in AFCON, which is very useful right now for the weekly competitions because I don't have enough players. So that's going to be a big one. I still might need to pick up one more to be able to compete, though. So Zerouki is coming in right here. And he is a starter for Twente by the looks of things. I actually never looked like what position he plays. I know he's the defender, but does he play centre-back? He looks like a centre-back to me. Oh, wait. He's listed as a centre-mid. That's interesting. He's listed as a oh, no, he is a midfielder. Wait. I didn't pay attention. I thought this guy was the defender. Okay, he's a midfield player. That's good to know. 17 games so far with 2 goals. Not too bad. I would like to see some more assists from him, but it looks like he is playing most of their games right now, which is a beautiful thing to see, considering he's as young as he is. So that's quite good. And he plays for Algeria in the AFCON, and I hope he does well. I really hope he does well because, yeah, I want to use him immediately, and I am going to be using him in the limited playlist for this upcoming game week. So let's dive into it. Let me show you guys what is going on with game week 236. I am very excited about this one personally because I do believe that we might have a good shot. Let's start off with the limiteds at first. This week, just a heads up, I will not be playing Champion Europe. Unai Simon does not have a game. Jiku is obviously out at AFCON, so he can't be used at Champion Europe. Then we have Brozovic, who would be legit the only eligible one here alongside Filip Kostic for me. And then Bebu as well. So technically we could put together something like this. But I am missing 2 more players. And especially the goalkeepers being that expensive, I'm not interested in like investing into this game week alone. Instead, though, we have put together very, very good squads. It's a big shame that we can't include Brozovic in a team. And these 2 as well. They both had 80s in the last game week. So I might change a few things here and there. So if you guys have any ideas and changes that you want to suggest, let me know in the comments down below. We have plenty of time to go ahead and change things here. But for the under 23s, finally, for the first time, we're going to be having our first game week with the under 23s. I'm so excited about this one personally because I have invested a lot of money into these players. And I did basically go out there and buy myself the best players I can. Apart from Sinisterra, who is still not back, this is our team. So the new guy dives right into the starting lineup right here, which is beautiful to see. Costa hopefully will start picking up better points again. He's been doing bad. Sergio Gomez is up against Standard Liège, who are currently at the lower side of the league table. So Anderlecht being 3rd, I expect a great game for him. I think he's going to be defending well and also moving forward well. So that is why I gave him the captaincy. But at the same time, I kind of want to give it to Charles de Ketelaere. So I'm not decided yet on the captaincy. Let me know in the comments who you think I should be captaining in this case. But de Ketelaere is going to be up against the low-rated side as well in his league. So that could be a big one for us. So we'll see how that one goes. Obviously, this man coming in, he is technically up against... Oh, this is the question now. Will he be eligible to play? Because it does say here that he's going to be up against Heerenveen, but will it count his AFCON game? That's what I'm kind of wondering about here. So let me know, guys. Will that count his AFCON game, yes or no? I hope it does. I really hope it does. Because right here, it obviously shows the Twente game. So that's a little bit of an interesting one. I'm not too sure on that one. We might have to buy another under 23 player for the limiteds. I'm not 100% sure. So please let me know in the comments down below. That'd be very helpful. I just realized that now. And then we have obviously Openda, who's up against Feyenoord, which is going to be a tough matchup for Vitesse. Both of them are like right next to each other in the league table, so I am not 100% sure on going in with him. I mean, technically, if I can't play him, I can play Fleming, but I feel like Fleming has been not necessarily performing great lately. But then again, if you look at the 4 scores before that, he did have some sort of consistency to him. But as a striker, you need him to technically score to do well. So I'll see how that one goes. For now, I'm going to put Fleming in because I'm not too sure if Zerouki has a game coming. So you can let me know about that one. In the All-Star division, we are prepared to go in with a bunch of players here. And first of all, we're going in with Bono, who is out at AFCON, playing with Morocco. It's going to be counted here. Then we have Okumu up against Kortrijk with Ghent. So I'm excited about that one. I was also maybe thinking about including Jiku into this, but then I realized, you know what? I'm not going to have a Champion Europe team, so I did put all my strength into this one. So Marco Reus hopefully will be redeeming itself, or I just go for Brozovic. Man, both teams have a tough matchup. Either Brozovic or Marco Reus. That will be the decision that really could have a massive impact for me. I mean, where is Atalanta sitting right now? Atalanta is 4th, Inter is 1st, obviously, but that's going to be some competitive game, isn't it? I am a bit worried about that matchup. But then again, looking at Dortmund right now, they just won their game. Finally, they have won a game. It was a very nice comeback. You would assume that the team is a little bit uplifted right now, but they're up against Freiburg, who have been doing really well lately and have been crushing some teams, especially that 6-0 against Gladbach was so surprising. But at the same time, if you look at their last 4 results, the Bayer Leverkusen one, again, very impressive there. So I don't know about this one either. So 2nd against 4th, or do I put my money on Brozovic? The thing is, I think the smart thing to do would be to use Brozovic, because if you look at Brozovic, his average scores, he normally gets at least a 50. While Marco Reus, his bad games are really bad. But if he does well all of a sudden and finally picks up playing football again, because these types of results he never really had before up until back here, it's been a long time since Marco Reus sucked this bad. So I'm thinking, do I keep him in there because the bad games are finally done? But what happens if he's sat on the bench because he hasn't necessarily played well? So maybe they play someone else in the starting lineup and Reus ends up being on the bench would be horrific. But maybe just to go safe, I go for Brozovic here. Or even Kostic, but I think I'm going to go for Brozovic. The man gives you 50s all the time. I'm going to go for him. And then I have Mr. Consistent himself, Parejo, in the team as the captain. Villarreal are up against Elche. I think that is a very good pairing here with Moreno and Dani Parejo. I think those guys will get us a lot of points. So I'll put my all into Parejo here, making him the captain of the squad. I think that's going to be my lineup, and I think it's going to be a good one. I have a good feeling about this one. But at the same time, I do feel like Reus is going to do well, and he's going to have a banging game against Freiburg for no reason. And that's going to piss me off. In the rare, we are now right here in the All-Star rare, and we're looking at, finally, our rare goalkeeper having his first game. So finally, the Belgian league is back. Theo Hernandez is going to be playing, which I'm very excited about. Very much looking forward to seeing how he continues his great form. 84, 45, 100 in his last game. Sertel is going to be up against Fatih Karagümrük. I don't know how high up they are in Turkey at the moment. I'm still getting to grips with how the Turkish league goes right now in terms of these teams. Yeah, Karagümrük is right there, 13th. Sertel plays for the 19th place team, but he's very, very consistent. So I hope he does well there. 50 points, I'd be very happy with if he can pull that off. Because he did get 49 against Besiktas, who are technically a better team. Rongier, I have a big issue with him. I don't know yet. If you guys have any information, please let me know. He did get injured, and he is not playing at the moment. At least didn't play the last game. So I don't know what's going to happen there. And then Kramaric, he needs to step it back up again. Hopefully, he is going to get back to getting scorer points. I've watched the Hoffenheim games lately, and he hasn't necessarily been on top form. So that was a little bit of a letdown. Instead of Rongier, I could use a common, and the common that I would probably use is Lindström. The question is, how many points would I get from that? If Rongier is 100% not playing, obviously, I would rather put in a common and just take a few points with us towards the threshold. So yeah, at least what I want to reach at least is the 205 points threshold. That should be the bare minimum that we achieve with this team. But at the same time, I do still have 0.4282 ETH, which equates to 1,220 euros right now. And I am seriously thinking about putting together an under 23 squad and to have 2 or 3 ETH bought and then put it into the under 23s so that I'm basically set and taking part in all the leagues that I really want to take part in. That is my thought process. So maybe I just go ahead and use our budget right here to invest into the under 23s by buying one player that I think would do well. Ideally, it would be a midfielder because in our all-star team, we already have 2 under 23s that are defenders, Theo and Gemali. So a midfielder would be perfect who can replace Rongier in that lineup, at least for this week. And then later on, we can work towards someone else in the under 23s to basically be placed alongside that new signing. And if you go into the under 23s right now, and if we go into player rankings, under 23 midfielder, and let's say we go for like a Challenger Europe type player, under 23, the players that we can afford, let's take a look at it. We could technically afford this man apparently, but he plays in the Russian league, so that is a no from me. I gotta find someone that actually plays in the leagues that are currently playing. I mean, Ömür, maybe we can make an offer for one of his items, but I don't think people would accept that. Our budget is a little bit too low for him. It would have to be someone priced lower. So let's sort it by price and let's start scouting. Vendel plays in the Russian league. I'm pretty sure this guy plays in a Russian league as well. Yes, he does. So that's not going to be useful for us. Edson Alvarez, Ajax, only has half a season left in the under 23s, but is somewhat of a consistent performer. Is he really that cheap? I mean, cheap. It's not a bad player. Maybe I'll keep track of him. He plays for a very successful squad, but he isn't the most consistent performer in terms of the upside. On average, he does get to his 50s, but ideally, I don't want to bring in players that have 30s. That's the plan for me, really. I want to have players that consistently perform at least to the 40s. So we're looking at Brendan Aronsson here, who plays for Austria in the Austrian league. That is going to be a player that we won't be going for. It needs to be someone in the top, like, bigger leagues up there. Verscharen again. Am I going to buy him again? I sold him. I'm not going to buy him again. I don't trust him anymore. Timber, he's actually very solid. Ooh, until 2020. You know what? He's actually good. Is he out there on offer right now? 939. What were his prices that he sold for lately? He has a long time to go as an under 23, and Utrecht is not a bad squad. So lately he's been selling for 890, 720, and then down here, this is where his average would be then, around 600, 700. Do I make an offer for Timber? Let me see. Is there one on the market on like a bid? Is that a possibility maybe? So it would have to be Q Timber, right? There is one, and it goes for 3 days. I'll heart this one for now. We'll keep track of him. I might be interested in picking up Timber because he is somewhat of a consistent performer for his squad right now. Obviously, his brother plays for Ajax. So maybe I'll just go ahead and make an offer for him. 0.33 ETH. Let me see his ETH evaluation here on the price graph. Let me see how that looks because that's more important to me. 0.2. Oof, the most he sold for ever in terms of ETH value is 0.3. That's a lot. Maybe I'm just better off holding off a little bit. I mean, how long do we have? Until the 14th. So that's like 3 more days of maybe watching the ETH price hopefully go back up. Because right now we are in somewhat of an uptrend. And if the ETH price can pull it off to drop back into that triangle, we might see some resistance here at 3,400. I mean, if it does go up, obviously his ETH evaluation comes down. So that's something that I want to give you guys as well, like in terms of this channel and Sorare. I want you to be aware of the crypto market as well. For me, it's very important. And there is a huge resistant level at this Fibonacci level here. I don't know if a lot of you guys know about all of this, but we could see it bounce down again from around 3,400 to 3,471 if this is a fake out. But if it continues to go up, and if it does get above the 0.618, which is a very important level, which would be $3,800, if it does get back above that, that'd be huge. But I don't assume that's going to happen within a couple of days here. So his ETH evaluation is a little bit too high. I might not go for Timber in that case then. I hope you guys enjoy like this part of the video as well, because I think it's very important for you to understand how I do my research on these players. That's one that I wanted to buy as well. This is a solid player, man. This is a solid player who has lately been picking up pace. A very good player that has another year on him. Sadilek, who plays for Twente. He's a midfielder that I might be able to trust in, but why did he do so bad in that last game? Let me see what happened in the last Twente game and why he got such a bad rating. So if we go down to the Utrecht matchup, did he get a yellow card? Oh, he got a red card. Ooh. Okay, so he is going to be suspended. That is not ideal. He's not going to be able to play this upcoming game week, right? That's what it means. He got a straight red. Then he falls away as well as an investment. I'm not happy with this. Maybe we go... maybe this man. He has a decent average there in terms of his ratings. He's playing for Cambuur, though, who I think might be going down. Am I wrong here? Cambuur, no, they're 8th, actually. Ooh, okay. Okay, that might not be a bad idea here. 600 euros. And then his ETH evaluation, what would that be? 0.218. 0.219. Okay. That's not too bad, especially because it's an item from this year, but he only works until the end of this summer as an under 23. His SO5 scores, I like that. Those are some good scores, man. What position does he play in? Let me copy his name and let's go in here. Let's see what position this man plays. So he apparently plays as a CDM and has 2 goals from CDM. And seems to be playing most of the matches. Is he loaned out? No, he's been bought from AZ Alkmaar. And he's been doing well. He has the number 6 on his back. Okay, buddy. I see you. I mean, whew, that could be a purchase for me. Maybe I go for this kid. He would fit in. And who's Twente up against? Up next? No, sorry. Cambuur. Cambuur is up against who? They are playing Sparta Rotterdam next. That could work because they are 16th. That might be a good pickup. He could have a good game. I'm going to make an offer on this man. 620. What was his euro evaluation lately? 600, 650. He was selling for higher, so that's a good sign. I'm going to make an offer on him. Let me go search for this young man again. I am going to buy him. I think that might be our purchase for this upcoming week, guys. I think that is probably our best bet. Let me go in and look for him. Here he is. 624. I'm going to make an offer of $5.99. If you're interested, buddy, let me know. All right. That is my offer. I'm going to confirm that. So now that the offer has been confirmed and sent across, we hope that that will go through very soon. And I'm also going to be looking at him in the bids if he is in here, if there is an item. There's one that is listed up for 2 days. So actually, is that going to be enough time? That's probably not going to be enough time to have him in the squad. I might have to wake up very early and get that one into the team. I don't know how that's going to go. I am interested in this one, though. He might make it into our squad. Obviously, right now, that was not necessarily a huge amount of research. But what made this one very interesting for me is the fact that he was selling for higher prices, right? That's a good sign always. And he is somewhat consistent above 50. Not somewhat, definitely consistent above 50 lately, which gives me good vibes here. Yes, he's only going to be eligible for this season here for the under-23s, which is not ideal. Of course not. But for now, as a player to bring in and then possibly also play in this game week in the All-Stars instead of Rongier, I'm up for it. So, yeah. Let's see how that one goes. That deal might get rejected. Anything might happen. We'll see how it goes, guys. I'm happy with how things are going right now on Sorare. Very, very satisfied and just generally thankful for you for tuning in into this channel. Have a great day, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.